Sip slow, sip slow, sip slow, sip slow, sip slow, sip slow, sip slow.
Frank Lee, homie.
I'm only sipping it slow. Come with me on a ride. I'm only sipping it slow. Take a sip, I bet it get you right. And I only speak it if it's real, yeah. Only spill it if it's true, yeah. Everybody want the tea, so you already know the deal. I always sip slow. Come with me on a ride. I'm only sipping it slow. Only helping you grow. Tell you things that you need to hear, not only things you wanna know. Keeping you up on your current events, I swear the world's so cold. Talking about marriage and sports too. Man, you gotta catch the show. You better believe me. Got Allen T. Weezy, J. Marks and that JT, make it look easy. Whenever they speaking about any topic, if I spoke about it, I was really about it. Ain't no front, I was real about it. In my white cup, it got hen inside it. It's a message for everybody. Now I'm only sipping this slow. Come with me on a ride. I'm only sipping this slow. Take a sip, I bet it get you right. And I only speak it if it's real, yeah. Only spill it if it's true, yeah. Everybody want the tea, so you already know the deal. I always sip slow. Come with me on a ride. I'm only sipping it slow.
Man, it's your boy, Mr. Money Don't Sleep. So T Weezy can't rest.
What's happening, fellas? What's happening? It's your boy J Dub, man.
What's up, family? This Al back in the building.
Yes, sir. What's up, family? It's Big A. You know what I'm saying? Once again.
What's happening,
Already,
fellas?
man. We welcome y'all to the Sip Slow podcast. I know we've been off a couple of weeks, but we back today. Back to get at it. So, man, Dub, what you sipping on?
Man, after a long week here, all I got is a little orange juice in my cup. Trying to rebound. Had a week of being sick, man, and so I just trying to take it easy and slide back into this thing, man.
For sure.
That's what's up, man. I'm just sipping on a little Cuban mojito, nothing major, just a little mojito.
You made that yourself?
Nah, I ain't even finna gas y'all up like that. Nah, it's in the can, bro. I ain't make this.
Got you. I thought you had changed and had a bartender moment.
Nah, I ain't. Not this week. I'm gonna try to make me one though.
Man,
Y'all know.
Al, good. I see
That's
A. What you
Stella
got?
Well, you know, I'm on that good Stella Rose, that black, with that black label. You know what I'm saying? I'm sipping slow on this old black label, man. That's good, man. For
What's
sure.
the percentage on that?
We got a little 5% on here, man. Little 5%. Yeah.
That's a mighty big bottle there, eh?
Yeah, hey, it take a lot. It take a lot to, you know what I'm saying, get you there.
Oh yeah.
Unless I kick it off with an extra, you know, little, you know what I'm saying, kick in there. Yeah.
Put your
I like that
That's
bottle
gonna.
though, man. That bottle nice.
Oh, this bottle is live, bro. Yeah, it's about like a little $20 bottle right here.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad at
Okay.
all, man.
Man, I'm over here sipping
what you
on
working
some
with, T?
I'm sipping on some Pedialyte, man. I'm in the same boat with with Dub, man. So trying to bounce back.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So how y'all week been? Well, how things been since we last talked last time?
I mean, things are good, man. Considering, we've we've done some ending to our basketball season, so I was glad of that on this side and get a chance to focus now on just getting work done and grinding.
Football about to come up now, though, huh?
Yeah, it is, but that's with the school, so I ain't got too much.
Right.
You just send him on, and then we'll just show up for the games.
Right. I got you.
Man, on this end, not too much, man. Just working as usual, man. My son celebrated his 10th month, deal.
Mm.
My wife's birthday was yesterday, so I just been kind of family man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Happy
happy
birthday to
belated
the
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to the wife, man.
Appreciate it. We'll do.
What you
awesome.
get
Man.
her?
And she said she really ain't want nothing, so I just say pick a nice restaurant. I know we can't go sit down and eat in there. She ain't on all that.
You can pick it
So
up.
I'll pick it up. Man, of all places, I mean, they all right, but she picked Perry's Steakhouse, man.
You don't like them?
They all right, man. It just, I say this, it depends on which one you go to. The one we went to off I-10 and Memorial, we used to go there all the time, and then it was the service was bad. So we tried this one here out in Katy. It wasn't bad out there in La Centera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't actually bad at all. So it turned out good. We got those famous pork chops, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't go
Get
to the
them.
one right there in First
Sugar
Colony
Land?
Mall?
Yeah, see, I've been. That's the best one to me. That's why I was telling her. She had
Yeah.
never been to that one.
Yeah.
That's the best one though.
Yeah, that's the best one, bro.
Which
Yeah.
one is that?
The
Right
one
there,
at
First
First
Colony.
Colony Mall.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that one. That's the one I like.
I ain't
Yeah,
never
that's the one
been
I
there.
go to.
Oh,
I
the
ain't
food
never
is
been
good.
to none other one, but that one.
Okay. Oh, see, you say you never been. Just pull up and check out them pork chops though.
I bet.
Hey man, you won't be
Disappointed.
disappointed at all.
No.
Not at all.
No, bro. Nice atmosphere. Nice
Okay.
atmosphere. For sure.
Yeah.
My week been pretty good, you know what I'm saying? These last couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, just been chilling and had a lot of family oriented type stuff going on and just been chilling, man. It's just just letting it all soak in. So sure. I'm glad we back on this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, so you had to cut your facial hair or something for work?
All right, we can't have none. We can't have none at the J. None. You
Yeah,
gotta be baby
man.
booty. You gotta be baby booty at them plants, man.
When I was hollering at sulfur, yeah, I couldn't have no facial hair, man. It was
Hey,
it was rough. I can have a little mustache.
Yeah, it's coming
Uh,
to an end. I actually just got my permit for my CDL. So now I'm just looking to go.
Congrats,
Yeah, I'm
boy.
about to go get this. I gotta find a company so I can use their truck and do that pre-trip, and then we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
already.
congratulations.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Already. Well,
On that skin tight, y'all talking about, baby bottom. What is it? Like a safety issue or what?
Yeah, because you got to put on a mask and all this
mask,
stuff
yeah.
just in case something happen. You know what I'm saying? You got to put on that mask, and you can't have hair. It got to be correct seal around the area of your mouth and stuff. So yeah, you can't have no facial hair.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was hollering at sulfur, every time I loaded, I had to wear the respirator.
Yeah, the respirator.
Yeah.
With the N9 something like that?
Nah, I had it was an oxygen tank on my trailer.
Okay.
And the line be up there, so I hook it into my mask to get oxygen because that sulfur got some fumes in it, man, that'll kill you if you
they mess you
inhale
up.
too much of it. So
Damn.
yeah, that's why I got
And
away from
all
that.
this stuff you're so chemicals. Everything's so chemical now, man. If you don't put your right stuff on, man, you can catch cancer, long-term stuff. Mess with your lungs. It got a lot of effects to it. So
That's why they pay y'all guys the big bucks.
Maybe big A. But yeah, I think the first week we didn't record, I had went out of town. We had went to San Antonio with the family, and then last week my wife's aunt funeral was last Saturday, and we had people over here. So I mean, that's what that's what's
Life.
been going on, and uh, it seemed like we didn't got a little this COVID whiff and came around, so we trying to deal with that. So other than that, though, we still thankful.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's all you
Yeah.
can do, man. All you
So
can do.
Big A man, let's get that free game.
That free game today. That free game gonna come from getting your mental status is better than having money.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Giving your mental state of being. You know what I'm saying? They say that Simone
Mm.
Biles had, stepped back out, you know what I'm saying, because her mental state wasn't there. I think that's better than getting money. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because if you don't have your mind, body, and soul in one, you know what I'm saying, you can't compete. You can't talk to people. You can't do things that will make you presentable to the world. You know what I'm saying? So I think that mental status that you have, you know what I'm saying, presents you, that represents you. For you to get your mind right and get yourself in the mental state that you need to be in, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah, she stayed true to herself, man. Cause being an entertainer, essentially, I mean, she's an athlete, but let's just be honest, that's an entertainer.
Hmm.
People expect her to go out there and perform, and if she wasn't right mentally, then it's gonna affect how she performs. So I'm
That's
glad
right.
she took her stand, and I'm glad
Hmm.
that she had some support behind her with doing it from the coaching and the rest of the team. That I mean, can't be like you say, you can walk away with your mind right and some peace
Man,
rather than go out there and do some other crazy stuff. So
I thought she
that's right.
had got a little backlash.
she did, but she had some solid support.
Yeah, she did. 100.
I mean, like I say, everybody expect them to go out there and perform. That's
Yeah,
that's the entertainment. But hell, can't force it.
Nah.
right.
If
Absolutely.
your mind ain't there, bro, you can't, your body is not gonna perform at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's even in the bedroom, huh?
Hello, somebody.
Hey.
Hello, somebody.
Come on, man.
Yeah, buddy. You better be
Somebody
on
needs to
one
hear that.
accord.
Say that. Somebody needs to hear that.
Hey, you better be on one accord. You better
Say,
feel
Right,
something.
you better
right.
if it hurts, say ouch.
Yeah,
That's
man.
exactly what it
Yeah, man.
boy,
Hello,
Oh
somebody.
man, if it hurts, say ouch.
What you
uh,
say?
Yeah,
Feel
man.
good then.
Man,
yeah, that's what's up, baby. That's a good piece, man.
For sure.
yeah, man. So,
Oh
you
man.
all listening to the Sip Slow podcast. Should heterosexual men or women be able to speak out against the gay agenda that's being pushed? What you think about that, Big A?
Man, look, man. Um, I don't really like to get involved in that type of stuff, but my thoughts of it is, I mean, you have to section yourself off from different things of stuff like that because uh it's so outspoken. You know what I'm saying? Back when we was growing up, it wasn't like that, man, at all. You know what I'm saying? It was more secretive type things that's going on. But now that it's all out in the open, I think your morals and your values speak more on how you carry yourself. So I don't have to say that that you know what I'm saying, I'm not gay. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period that I ain't gay at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't associate myself with it. I don't deal with it and stuff like that. So I don't I think it's the way you pretty much carry yourself and the way you present yourself to where you don't have to outspokenly say things like that. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much let people be who they are. If that's that's your path that you go into, and that's the way you provide yourself, or you put out to yourself, just don't bring it towards me because I'ma handle you differently than I would any other place. You know what I'm saying, or any other time. So I think as long as it ain't in my face, you know what I'm saying. Hey man, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying. Hey, be you. You know what I'm saying. But I
Um, well, the BET Awards was on like, about a month ago, or whatever, and I didn't watch it all. I had recorded it, but my kids did. They watched it. So
Mm.
when I finally, went through the DVR and watched it, I saw Lil Nas X. So he already was uh
So I hadn't
dressed
seen
like
this
a
yet.
ain't
yeah,
seen it either.
he was already dressed like a Egyptian, some like that Michael Jackson video. Do you remember the time?
Mm-hmm.
He had Matty Jones was in the video and all that. Well,
Yeah.
he was shirtless though, so he was already clowning, right? So
Mm.
after his performance, he went up to the top of the steps and he tongue kissed another dude.
Man, cut it out, bro.
Yeah, I had put it in the chat, but I guess nobody had watched it. But so anyway, and I'm like, golly, that's a bit much, So I was
Yeah.
thinking on the level of that, I would thought BET was kind of a. I know it might not just be a family show, but I didn't think they getting out there like that, because you got a
Right.
lot of kids that they like these artists. So then he came out with a video last week where uh, he's in the jail twerking naked with other men.
What?
Man, come
So
on.
that's the
Cut
so
it out,
okay.
man. Y'all
So I
both
heard
up,
I
man.
heard about that. I heard about that,
Right.
but my kids would never tell me what it actually was. And for one, I've always looked at. Well, go ahead. I ain't gonna. I'll wait till my
Well,
turn. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, I haven't seen the video, but I know what happened. And then they was like, it was him and this white guy, Jack Harlow, on the track. So here, Lil Nas X, the black guy, he's twerking in the jail with some other dudes behind bars.
Come on, man.
Jack Harlow, the white guy, he's sitting back with the women like he pimping or whatever. So, and
Wow.
then we had where a little the baby made some type of statements last week at the Rolling Loud festival, and people got all up in arms because they feel like it's gay bashing or whatever. So I just feel like right now, if you are a heterosexual male or woman, you under attack because you know it seems like the gay people got more rights than the heterosexual people. You know, but I'll let somebody else get on it, folks.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm gonna answer the question. Um, can you speak out against them? I think you can speak out against them if something that is done to you that kind of violates or goes against, like you say, your morals and your values. Aside from that, I'm gonna respect what you do. Just don't be, just so outright in my face or do nothing that's gonna make me
Right.
feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Other than that, you do what you do. Now these videos, the BET Awards, and then this latest video, I had heard about them, but I mean, I'm not gonna support that. I'm not gonna watch no junk like that because I mean, my kids had even told me they saw it and they won't even watch it again. They just don't understand. And then they're in a time now where obviously people's freedom is more accepted, and so they'll defend certain things and they'll talk about certain things and why this is okay and why isn't that person can feel the way they want. But it always stems back to like, well, what's right and what's not, what's morally right. And so when the guy is going to these links or his videos are going to these links, I don't even blame him so much. I mean, I blame these executives and these producers who are allowing this stuff to
Allow
be
it.
put out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they
Because
find in
I'm
people that's weak, and look what's happening. You know, it's tough. So I don't. I will stand up and against what I feel and what I value. Uh, But as long as you keep it, you know, out of my face, and not being disrespectful with it and how you present it, then that's kind of where I stand with it.
I I, I think we not touching on should heterosexual men or women be able to speak out against the gay agenda? I don't think we answered that question.
I think, yeah, if you want to. I mean, that's what I
I
say. It
mean,
has to be
yeah.
something to lead to it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna just say, you know what, I don't think the gays or lesbian, whatever. I don't think that that's right. I can personally feel that way, but I'm not gonna come out and just tell nobody what they can and cannot do. Uh, Again, you can do whatever you want. This is a free country. It's just morally and from a standpoint of, we got kids who, you know, they're looking up to this and they see this, and that's not the direction we need things to go in. But again, I'm not going to tell nobody what they can and cannot do unless it's something that's, you know, I guess that disrespects me or put me in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah, man, it's it's kind of tough. Like Thomas was saying, man, it's almost like you bashed if you do speak out. Which the question is, should we, as heterosexual men and women, be able to speak out against the LGBTQ agenda that's being pushed? That's the key thing. If it's being
Right.
pushed, I think you should be allowed to speak out against it, because don't force nothing down my throat. You know, whatever you want to do,
Pause.
you know, real time, pause. Okay. But in all seriousness, you know, you got freedom of speech, right? So I should be able to speak on anything I want to.
Right.
But I do agree with you guys that it really don't bother me, you know, what a person decides to do. A man want to be with a man or woman, I don't care. All I'm saying, don't try to push that agenda on me. So
On
as long as
me.
you're not trying to push
Right.
it on me, hey man, do your thing. I ain't gonna see you no different than the next man. That's just how.
Yeah.
And if
I
you think
agree.
about
I
it,
agree. I totally agree with that. You know, I'm not gonna. I mean, you could publicly speak. You can speak out all you want to, but that doesn't change the fact that it's not happening in this society right now. So you know what I'm saying. As whatever you do or whatever you perform or whatever you say that you are, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna change the fact that
excuse me.
I cannot say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I think you should be able to express yourself any type of way that you want to because of the freedom of speech. But if it's not directly towards me, doesn't mean that I have to go out and watch the BET Awards. Doesn't mean that I have to go out and watch your video because you doing something, you know, of what you perform, of what you go out and watch. So I should be, you know, I don't have to see that, and I don't have to tell my kids, "Hey, man, turn that off, man. We're not gonna watch that." You know what I'm saying? I could, you know, whatever the case might be, you know. So
Right.
I think that you should be, yes, you should be able to speak out or tell your truth. Hell, we doing that right now on Sip and Slow. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's inevitable that you can do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we could do that. We can say
Mhm.
whatever we want to, but that's not gonna change the fact that it's still not. It's evolving and it's happening in our society. So you know,
Yeah. It's like look the baby. He's had a couple concerts canceled because he came out and said some stuff. Then a little clothing company dropped him. So man,
But
we
have you ever
living at a.
wondered
Go
how
ahead.
how does that group of people have that much power that people can't talk about it?
But because they the ones that run a lot of these industries, you
That's
know.
crazy.
And a lot
uh,
of the designers like that these people wearing, a lot of them are
oh
part of
yeah,
TQ.
right,
yeah,
For real.
yeah.
right, right. So
Mm.
it's pretty
My
much
bad, T.
like
I ain't mean to cut you off. But yeah.
no, it's pretty much like, well, yeah, we should be able to speak out and voice our opinion because we do have freedom of speech. But uh, especially if you a celebrity or you in the public spotlight, you risking it. You risking the money you making, your job because um, they don't want to hear nothing talking about uh, the LGBTQZ X Y and Z.
All of them, huh?
Y'all doing too much, man. You and y'all keep that up. We won't be on Silk Flow too much longer.
They're gonna
No, let's
shut down.
take one last thing, dog. This is how I feel about it in all seriousness. I don't like anything that's being pushed on me anyway. Now, we talking about the LGBTQ community. We talking about Lil Nas. I don't like what he did because there's other children that could be watching that. But I'm gonna go to the other side. And this may sound crazy to some men, but you got Megan Thee Stallion
Hmm.
and Cardi B doing the same type shit.
Yeah.
Now, of course, men that like that. I ain't saying the men can't like it, but what about children that's watching that bullshit? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I don't like it being pushed by either or. It don't be the man or woman, don't matter. Don't push anything on anyone. Do that in the privacy of your own home, and we good. But don't try to push anything. It's my thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate part is, it seemed like more of our people are the ones that are kind of, I guess, that you see more prevalent out doing it on the TV screen, on music videos, whatever the case may be. It doesn't seem like it's, you don't see the Taylor Swifts or anybody on the other side doing, she ain't shaking her ass in no videos and wearing a little bit of less or nothing. You don't see Katy Perry, doing stuff to that extreme. Like,
Right.
why is it always the black artist or, the entertainer, the black men in entertainment wearing dresses? The whole thing about you got to wear a dress in order to make it. And you see the handful who wore the dress, and you see the ones who don't. It's crazy, man, how that always comes out, but you don't usually see it on the other side, from the whites. I don't know. It's
That's
crazy.
true. That's true.
I don't know what this world coming to.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. You are listening to the Sip So podcast. Is relaxed gun laws in Texas causing more road rage? What you think, Al?
I would say yes, sir. Before we dive in, I'm gonna just say yes and let us go around and we'll give our thoughts because shit been crazy. But yes, sir, I think it is.
I think it just relaxed gun laws, period, is going to cause more violence. But yes, we have seen a bunch of shootings, that road rage shootings that, I've seen more in this last 2 months maybe than I can remember all of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, I don't know if it's the relaxed gun, but I'll let you go, A.
Yeah, I think the more that you have freedom to carry, you know what I'm saying? Like now we have, whatever you drive here, you can pack, you know what I'm saying? But uh we was doing it without those gun laws, without the relaxed gun laws. So hey, the license to carry just means that you got more ties uh to carry inside of stores or different places that allow it. So, but I think that, you know what I'm saying, I'm like 50-50 with it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Because we as a people, we always carry regardless, wherever we went because of, just to protect our own. You know what I'm saying? But now it's very, very it's out, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Mr. Thomas, man, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it. You say you don't think it's changed. You don't think it has nothing to do with the relaxed gun laws. I'm interested to hear what's your thoughts on it.
Nah, I pretty much like what Big A said. Cats was, having guns regardless of laws or not. I think maybe the news is just reporting this stuff a lot more. That's all I had.
Okay, well, that's a great point if you say it that way, because I think we all can agree within, like Dub say, maybe within the last 2 months. Hell, I've heard more about road rage incidents in the last 2 months than I heard the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's
that's
been a
true.
lot. I
Yeah,
agree
it's
with
been a
that.
lot.
Maybe what you say has some truth to it, but we do know it's been a lot. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, with the relaxed gun laws though too, man, I'll just give y'all an instance. The last part of last week we was out in Dallas for nationals with basketball, and two different occasions, uh, they had fights break out in the game. I mean, it like shut down the whole gym. It was bad, and so one, there was a coach on one of the teams who he was coaching, but yet he had his pistol on his side.
Uh,
And so now you got a fight breaking out. You got people going all over. This man, he pulls up and shows his pistol, but you got kids running around, everything. You don't want to relax. That's not an environment you need to have that. And having the ability to carry, I think you got to have some more responsibility in how you do it, so that you won't run into a situation like that. Luckily enough, he got out of the way because they were all in there fighting, parents, players, everybody, referees. It was bad. And so I'm like, man, this dude here just sitting up there carrying this gun. Anybody could have ran over there, grabbed it, or it could have turned into something bad had he have used it
so
and pulled it.
he just it was an altercation, or he just was packing.
He was just packing. I don't understand why you need to do that to coach. You're in the gym with people, families, and stuff like that. What's the point? That's why I think there's some responsibility has to go into, like, okay, I have the freedom to carry, but I mean, have some common sense. I'm not gonna take a pistol into and have it showing what they call it brandishing. Have it. I'm not gonna do that with kids around,
With
families
kids.
around,
Yeah.
and then now they get into a fight. The two teams got into a fight, and then parents jumped. I mean, it was bad. It was bad, and this man had this pistol out, and he was showing it. Like, man, don't do that, because now you putting people's lives in jeopardy. You may look at it like you trying to defend or protect yourself, but that was not the right time to do it. So I think the gun laws, the relaxed gun laws, I mean, it should have some stipulations with it. I mean, just you don't carry it, or it could be the place. The place could have a sign say you can't bring it in there, or whatnot. But I think it just, even going back to this, it just needs to have some responsibility. If you're gonna have a gun, carry a gun, just know it's a big responsibility.
You can bring guns on school premises, or y'all wasn't on the school premise?
We was at a facility.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, I
Nah,
mean,
that's
so
prohibited on school property.
mm,
Hmm.
Yeah.
so Al, I mean, why you think why you feel the gun law is what's causing this? Because it's so much that happened
Well,
recently.
that as well as like Dub just explained, is too lenient. Okay, it's one thing when you got some rules that's on you that say if we catch you, this gonna happen. Not to
Right.
say people still ain't gonna do it, but when
Hmm.
you ain't got nothing, no kind of consequences, hell, a person that probably didn't want a gun went about one. Why not? Everybody else gonna have it, so I'm gonna go get me one anyway. But had they been strict, you may feel like you might not need one unless you had a situation that caused you to go get one, in my opinion. But other than that, I really think after these relaxed gun laws, people that normally wouldn't carry may have 2 or 3 guns now. That's just how I seriously feel. I know at least 3 people off the top of my head right now with that same situation at my job. Never owned a gun in their whole life. These people in their late 50s. Never
Mm.
owned a gun, never felt the need to. But after that, they felt like, oh, it's going to be the Wild Wild West. Each one of them went got guns now. Now, I know that's only 3 people, but I'm just letting you know. It's real.
Man, I really think you do need a gun nowadays.
So we do
Uh,
agree on that much. We all agree we probably need a gun.
Yeah.
Not just
yeah,
one.
yeah. I mean, cause man, you just
A backup for a backup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
already you
Hmm.
just don't know what's on these people's mind, and 9 times out of 10, that other person packing something.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Yeah.
You know, so
I mean, just protect. I mean, I'm not saying that that we are the cops or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to protect your own. You know what I'm saying? I protect my facility, my place, my where I rest my head at. You know what I'm saying? It's most definitely gonna be protected at all costs. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
uh, I mean, I'm not saying that stuff just don't happen in the country. I love the country life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a city person, so uh, we in the country we pack regardless. I don't care how you look at it or whatever case might be, but uh, you know, when I roll to the city, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a different atmosphere. So I look at things with my eyes wide open. You know what I'm saying? So and not saying that I go to different places of what may cause or may break out because you just never know what's gonna break out wherever. You know what I'm saying? But to protect myself, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man.
Yeah,
You just gotta be, stay prayed up. Let's leave it at
yeah,
that.
Without a doubt. And I just think last thing, it's about the people with the guns. Guns are not bad things, man. Guns are great things, actually. You
right.
know, but I think when it gets in the wrong hands, these wannabe gangsters, these wannabe tough guys, or people trying to rob and steal, that's when it becomes bad. So, like T said, I agree. You probably almost have to have a gun now. I didn't really feel that way 10 years ago. Be honest with you, I didn't think you had to
Right.
have a gun, but I think now, if you don't, you caught slipping.
right.
That's just how I feel. It's crazy, but that's all I got.
Yeah, yeah. But like I say, the next person probably got theirs, so you'd be kind of crazy not to protect yourself, especially with the gun laws being relaxed. But man, it seems like every day there is a road rage
Man,
shooting. So I mean, do y'all like you know say you trying to get in the lane or something like that? Do y'all blow the horn and do things of that nature? How do y'all?
man,
Uh,
I'm gonna say real quick before y'all jump in. I need to calm my ass down. My wife been telling me for years I'm gonna get my ass popped because I just don't like it, dog. It's like, man, you ain't running these streets, man. It's like stay in your lane. I try to do everything right, but some guys, well, I'm not gonna say guys. Some people out there, man, they just flat out can't drive, and so people try to bogart, and they probably be because they have a gun. That's what my wife be telling me. Like, if they that bold to do that, they must have a reason to do it. They waiting on you to do something crazy so they can do something to you.
Mm.
And I guess I can't wrap my head around it because dog, you cutting me off. I'm blowing. I'm letting the window down. I'm telling you pull over.
oh no,
Oh yeah, I'm telling you we got to come talk about this, man. You ain't just gonna do that to me and just get away with it. So I
oh
know
no, Al.
I need to do
Yeah,
Yeah,
better.
you
I
gotta
know.
calm yourself down, cuz.
No, I
you
Yeah,
seriously
know,
I get
We
amped up.
don't want to catch you on the news, man.
yeah, man, calm yourself down,
Yeah,
bro.
man, you gotta
I want
chill.
to do better, bro. I really do, man. I seriously, I didn't told this dude like, all right, I got you. I said, pull over. I pulled over to
yeah,
the Walmart parking lot. He behind me. I'm thinking he finna come. That nigga came like he was finna go and burnt out. I said, okay, so he must have been a hoe. Cause if you did all that, why you ain't pull on over?
Right?
boy, you got a little one now.
I know
Yeah,
I
you need to calm down, bro. Now, actually, I don't too much care about people cutting me off and or driving because I mean I drive fast regardless. You know what I'm saying? So you know, and when I had a car, it was kind of different. You know what I'm saying? I don't too much care about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because basically, I feel as though that it's just like getting on the road off the feeder. You know what I'm saying? You get on the road off the feeder, you on. Sometimes people let you on, some people don't. You know what I'm
damn,
saying? You, at some point of time, you kind of have already cut somebody off in your time. So, you know what I'm saying? Not on purposely, you know what I'm saying? Just saying that it does happen. So I'm more of a relaxed driver, you know what I'm saying? I drive to my whatever my speed is, you know what I'm saying? And I don't drive nothing less than, 75. So, But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I got a heavy foot. I mean, now that I, kind of get my CDL, I got to calm down a little bit on that part. But uh, I really too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't blow my horn at people. I don't do that because I figure, hey, you must be in a rush to go somewhere. I ain't in no rush. But I'm gonna drive my speed. Now, if you can't get in front of me driving slow. Now, I don't like all that. So, I done been known to hit shoulders, you know what I'm saying, to get around people driving slow. I
Damn it,
don't like that.
boy.
I don't like that. So,
Yeah.
but it's just the way I drive. So, but I don't knock nobody else's driving. So, it's what it is.
Yeah, I now I just try to get to where I need to go in one piece. I know I drive a little bit more cautious than I once did in life. So, but I know I used to have a problem with people cutting me off too, and then not being smart about how to drive or respecting other drivers on the road. So,
I was just always taught to drive defensively, so uh of course you got people cut you off or do stupid stuff and it do get you upset, but especially in this climate today. Now I don't know, like with all these road rage incidents, I don't know what provoked it. Sometimes just like that boy got shot. What they was leaving the Astros game. I don't think
Living
they
Astros
did.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you just never know, man. So I would try to uh, use caution, man. I mean, that might sound like it's weak, but the main objective is try to make it back to the house.
yeah,
You
you
know,
want to get home.
Nah, y'all,
right?
y'all, y'all right, man. But it's just, I think it really gets me when I'm not in the wrong and I'm trying to be cool about it, and then they still blowing at me and throwing the finger at me when I ain't done nothing wrong. That's what really get me warm, like quick.
I
I
agree.
understand.
I agree. I got into a road rage incident. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. I was on my way to work one day and I was booking it, and the old dude was booking it. So, but the thing about it is you cut me off, so I slow down. But then you slow down in front of me, and then I go around you and I speed back up. Then you come back and do the same thing, cut me off.
Oh hell
Now,
no.
now I'm heat. You know what I'm saying? And so then, like you say, you roll down your window and you flick me off like I done something wrong. Oh no. So now I ain't worried about work no more. So now my attention just been drawn on you. So what you want to do? You like, you know what I'm saying? I say, well, I'm hollering out the window. I can roll my window down. What you want to do? Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? What's up? So it was a Mexican guy,
I'm
and
gonna
he
get you.
mad. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Well, pull over. You know what I'm saying? We can address this. I'm ready now. But the whole point of because you done pissed me off because you done got in front of me twice and you slowed down to slow my speed limit down. So yeah, now I'm heated. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
See,
is
that's
what
what I'm
it
talking about.
is.
Shit like that, they were provoking you. I don't play that there. I don't play
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
I know y'all saying J Dub, Big AT Weezy. I know y'all telling me right because my wife been telling me I am gonna do better. But you ask me for my honesty, dog, I be one of them mugs that lay on
Wildin'.
the window there. Hey, we can talk about this at Walmart, homie. Come on, we
Yeah.
ain't got
Yeah.
driving out fast. Come on, pull over. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Man. Well,
Boy.
we see that the Texas Senate passed a bill to not teach slavery, KKK, and women's suffrage in schools. How you feel about that, Doug?
Man, I I don't think. I mean, it's sometimes this is some kids or some people's first glimpse into history. And some people have learned more through school than they sometimes get teaching at home. So I think it's a part of our history. I don't think I don't think they should have taken this away because it needs to be known. I think. Um, the fact that our Senate did this, I think it's more, well, I think it's something just to kind of take some relief off of all this race issues that we've been having maybe over the last few years. Maybe this is why they decided to pass this bill. So that's just kind of my few takes on it. I just think it's taken away from, history, and this is something that is a part of, that should be still taught.
I agree. I agree. I think that it's an injustice not to,
Right.
teach those things, because I always heard, whoever win can write the history or however they want to write it, So
Yep.
we all know or a lot of us know, the KKK, slavery, um, and then women suffered for many years not having even right to vote
Oh, yeah.
and things of that nature. So I feel like we can't just gloss over one. We can't teach one part of history and not teach the whole thing. You gotta give it all. I mean, um, that's what made this country what it is. So we need to teach it all. And
Hmm.
before you know it, they'll be making it where it was never slavery. There was never the KKK and things of that nature. So
And
I
maybe
think
what
that's
they're trying to
wrong.
do.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I think that, our history is exactly what it is. It's history. It makes us uh not forget. You know what I'm saying? It's not forgotten on all the struggles of life that was taking in place back then. So um I mean, teaching it and preaching it is two different things.
Yeah.
It depends on if you establishing this in your life, you know what I'm saying? But I think that we all should know, you know what I'm saying, exactly what goes on in our history to make us who we are to this day, and what your people and what whoever, I don't care if it's white, black, whatever, Puerto Rican, whatever. So whatever you went through, your people went through is what makes you to where you are now. So I I don't think they should have took that out.
Yeah, it's kind of. I agree with both, well, all you guys on that. It's not a good thing to take anything out like that because you want to know the whole story, and when you only know part of the story,
Bits
that's
and
all you
pieces.
know. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can go by. So you want to make sure that's all noted, especially not just on the KKK slavery, something we don't talk a lot about, like T mentioned, women's suffrage. Some people really didn't know women didn't have the right to vote.
Right.
And you take this out, that's going to be more people that don't know that. When that needs to be noted, I mean, because nowadays, let's just call it what it is. I know people don't want to hear, well, women may not want to hear. It's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing.
All right.
Nothing.
Without a
Zero.
woman.
All right.
Zero.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Nothing.
that's just what it is. So, I mean, these women out here right now, dog, you got some women out there really getting it. I mean, they really living. They making the money, although they probably be underpaid. That's another topic for another day.
It
But
is.
they got some women out there really doing it. So no, I agree with you guys. This should be added, and by them taking away I'm against that.
I don't think
It
they.
was just like I just read on the I was seeing an article on the soccer on how the women was fighting, that they doing just as many games as the men game, men and all this stuff like that. And they getting paid way less than men. They fighting for that right now to get that changed. So yeah,
It's
for
crazy.
sure.
One thing I never thought that they did a good job of when they taught this in school is having a true plan around it. It was almost like, okay, well, we're gonna, we'll talk about this subject. Here's Martin Luther King. Boom, boom, boom. And then that's it. You go on to the next. Um, it could have been a little bit better planned, at least what I thought, to make it to where, okay, you have open dialogue with it. And I don't think there was a time with that to make people, because you can learn with it being something as maybe thought of negative, you can still learn a lot within a lesson about these individuals, the KKK, the slavery. You know, why was it started? Why did this happen? You know, slavery, was slavery necessary? Anything, it could have, you know, posed a lot more questions, but I don't know. It just, you know, it's tough. I mean, I'm glad women have evolved more now and taken a stronger stand the best that they can. Um, but it's just like they say, those, I think those powers that be, like you said, Al, they always look at it as this is a man's world. It's not gonna be easy for them to get that true equality.
Al, that mojito must be flowing pretty good over
Nah, it's all right.
there.
We got a shout out to my man James Brown, man. This is a man's
This is a
world.
man.
Right. You know what? I don't think the Jews is not gonna teach, you know, what Hitler tried to do to them, you know, because that's part of their history. So, man, we just living in a country where, you know, there's no respect for, you know, people of our color. So, you know, you can't expect nothing else from them. So that's just the way I see it. Um, you are listening to the Sip Stowe podcast. Man, we saw a couple weeks ago, Richard Sherman was wilding out, man. Do y'all think that he's gonna get a job now, or you think that that might be it for him?
That's tough.
Uh,
That's tough.
I
I
think
mean,
somebody will give him a job still, just based on who he was.
If
But I
I gotta
think
go on
he,
a limb, if I'm gonna go out on a limb, I'm gonna say they're gonna give him a job because when they released him, I think what he bailed out, yeah, when he was released, I want to say the mayor or someone in higher office spoke on his behalf, and he was saying,
uh,
"Oh, this man has given back to society. He's a great guy. He just felt like he just needs some help." And as long as he put that narrative out there, which I do believe that's the case, I think the dude just was probably going through something. I don't think that he crazy and all what people making him out to be. I'm not saying he's right for what he did. I'm just saying I think he need help, but I think he'll be back out there balling again. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with that, Al. I appreciate it. Yeah, that right there is yeah, I think that he gonna still get a job because I mean, hey, that don't take away from your talent. And the way he was hitting that though, yeah, he still can get out there and do a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but yeah, Richard, man, he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? From what we see in our spotlight, you know what I'm saying? We never really just, you know, we don't personally know him, but from what I understand, that he never been in no type of trouble and stuff
Right,
like that. So,
right.
and this was his like his first little incident. You know what I'm saying? He went home. You know, not even he didn't stay locked up. So and his well, more importantly, his wife still supporting him. So,
Exactly.
right.
That's the thing.
uh, I
That's
think
the
that as long as you have that backbone, you know what I'm saying, that supports you and yeah, okay, yeah, you do need a little help. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody need a little help some kind of way, but you got support, from your own family. Then, yeah, you should.
Man,
I think he'll still be able to get out there and teach and do some stuff on that football field.
I man, I don't know. I kind of think that he might not get a job, man. The way he was acting, I know on the was that the 911 call. The wife said he had been on vodka and Hennessy or something like that. He drunk a bottle of each.
damn.
Now, how big of the bottle was, I don't know, but
it don't even matter.
but you know, he might have had some of that booger sugar in him too. You know, I don't know because he was pretty amped up. So
Hey man,
anytime that
see what's that booger?
huh
That enlighten me. I'm behind. What that
that
is?
booger sugar, oh,
Yeah.
that's that white girl, that cocaine.
Okay. Well, see now with
Yeah, so I don't know. That domestic violence seems to be something that is hard to get back in the league from. Even though he didn't hit her,
right.
but the video was so
Graphic.
you know, to the white folks, it's gonna be disturbing. I mean, you know, I don't know about. I mean, well, let me ask y'all: have y'all ever been in that type of situation, or you know, you might have had a little too much to drink and you got amped up? I mean, I think you know I done been there, not to that extreme, but you know, sometimes something might have been said and you get amped up, and you know, but when you, especially when you deal with the laws being involved, now it's on a whole nother level.
Mm.
True. True.
You know,
Well, I mean, I don't know. I think he'll get another shot. I don't think he's had. Uh, I mean, essentially, he didn't do anything to anybody. If anybody he is hurting himself. I mean, the father-in-law. I think the father-in-law did the right thing. He held his peace. He didn't shoot him. He could have probably shot him. He could have did anything. But he knew obviously that he was probably in need of some help as well. And so I think it's just a matter of time. I don't think he will get picked up this year, maybe. But I think he'll continue to get working out, and he'll get another shot in the NFL.
man, if he don't get picked up this year, I mean, he already what in his 30s, you would think, huh?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think this one got to be the year he got to get picked up, and I say he is going to.
Uh,
Everybody that's came forward has spoke in a positive sense. I haven't heard nobody come out and, trash him other than what we've seen on the video. But just as his character or his personality on a normal basis, everybody's speaking up. But the biggest thing is, great point, Big A, it's his wife, with the statement she put out there. Like, he just needs help, but this is not who he is. He's a loving father, blah, 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 blah. When you got that, man, you're good, because that's the woman, like Thomas was saying, it's going to look at like a domestic violence case. But if she's speaking on his behalf, like Dub said, father-in-law could have shot him. Obviously, he knew this is a good dude. He just needs some help. So everything going in his way, in my opinion.
he ought to play the CTE card.
You can do that.
You know,
Well, I don't know. That's a whole. I've seen other players do much worse than what he did, and still have an opportunity to play.
Yo, thinking on that, whatever happened to that one guy? I think he was an offensive lineman, white guy, and beat up the black girl. Whatever happened to him?
they ain't said nothing else about it.
He kind of disappeared, right?
Yeah,
Wow.
know how the game go.
Yeah, I was curious.
Nah, they ain't said nothing else about him. You know, so it disappeared. You know, but
That's crazy.
It never happened.
you know, I just hate it. I hate that for. I don't know what's going on with Richard Sherman. You know, man, like I said, you can sip something and you have a bad night. That don't make you a bad person. It just was a bad night. But when you're in the spotlight and everybody's seeing the video, it just make it look even worse than what it is. But he seems like he's a good guy. From the outside looking in. So hopefully he do get a job.
Yeah, I'm pulling.
Uh,
Man, I don't know him
yeah,
personally. I'm pulling for him.
yeah. So, what y'all think about Russell Westbrook going to the Lakers? Does that make them a title contender?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
I,
Me being a Lakers fan, let me just get this out real quick. Let me just say, I would have rather had Dame Lillard. I think Damian Lillard is a better shooter, a better scorer, and he fits what the Lakers need. Lakers need shooters. However, I love Russ. I love what he brings to the game. I love that he's a, triple-double machine. I love that he's the most physical, in my opinion, the most physical point guard ever in history. So I like that spot. Now, his shot is not all that great, but when you got AD and LeBron, I still think you got a shot. So to answer your question, I think they have a shot and they are a contender, but I think with Dame Lillard, I would say championship.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
that I think that he speeds up the game. You know what I'm saying? He's a speedster. You know what I'm saying? You take the ball out of LeBron's hand and let LeBron do him on that half court. instead of the full court. So then, with LeBron, I think what 36 now, something like that, 30 some years old or whatever he is. But you start to, to take a little bit less responsibility off of LeBron. This way, you know what I'm saying, that half court is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Instead of him pulling the whole full court. But I'm with you on that. The Damian Leonard would have been stupid retarded. You know what I'm saying? And then with even though that, I know we talking about the Lakers, but they was telling about Golden State was shooting for LaDamian Leonard. So I was like, that's just, oh my God, that's gonna be very serious. But anyways, uh yeah, I'm good with it. You know what I'm saying? I think that they'll be good. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, he speeds up the game. I mean, this gonna even cause more. I think it'll be more open to more dunks because you know what I'm saying with him fast breaking and catching the ball, doing all the rebounding that he do. Getting rebounds and stuff like that. You have more half court instead of full court. He bringing the ball down and hey, just go get it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to see LeBron under that goal. You know what I'm saying? Dunking on people. You know what I'm saying? Or your center or whatever the case might be. So I think it opens it up even more.
Um, well, you know, when I look at it, you give up Kuzma. I thought he was a nice player. You give up Harrell. I thought he was a nice player. Did they trade Schroeder to them too or no?
No, it was
No, Schroeder free agent though, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Caldwell
he's a
Pope.
free agent.
Caldwell Pope, he was about the only 3-point shooter you had. So I would think that you're gonna have to try to fill the roster out, but now you paying three people, I think Russ making like 44, LeBron 41 and AD
At
he's doing
45.
about 36 or something. So I don't know how you just gonna be able to fill out the roster. Um, and then you got Russ who likes to drive to the hoop. LeBron needs spacing so he can get to the hoop. And then Russ is not a good 3-point shooter, so I'm sure there'll be a top 3 team in the West. If especially if AD can stay healthy, but is that enough to beat the Nets? I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not. I mean, I don't think this makes or breaks the Lakers. It may just keep them kind of where they were. Like you say, the biggest thing is going to be is the health of AD. If he can stay healthy, uh, that would be key. I think just having Westbrook on the team, them winning the championship, I don't think it guarantees that. I like the fact that I like how he plays as a player. He can't. He's not the. He's not going to shoot the ball for you, and that is one thing that the Lakers need: somebody that can shoot. They need. They need those points, and I think this doesn't propel them any, but at the same time, it doesn't slow them down. So I just think that they'll be about average. I'm more along the lines with T. I want to see what they put around those three, and how they can play down the stretch, or when either LeBron's on the bench or Russ on the bench, what they got that's gonna come in and be able to carry it over while they get their rest.
I think that Chris Paul might would have been a better fit. Um, Somebody that can distribute and can shoot too. LeBron drive, he can kick it out to Chris Paul, who's a pretty good shooter. I think that would have been a better fit. But uh, I agree with Big A that that will make the Lakers play faster. But a lot of it comes down to Anthony Davis, man. He just always stay hurt. You know,
Since New Orleans.
yeah, if he can keep himself together, I mean, you know, it's gonna be a tough out. If all of them can stay healthy, it's gonna be hard to get them out. You know, so we see how it go.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's tough.
physicality is the biggest thing. They're gonna be a very physical team, man. I just think they may add a few more pieces to kind of help out, but like y'all saying, where they gonna get them from? Who knows? Who knows what they've been talking about? But we understand LeBron been in this game a long time, and you better believe that he signed off on Russ coming through. So
Oh yeah,
signed off
I
on it.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't just no regular guy. He signed off on it. They got a plan. So we'll see.
Yeah, I, man, it's you know, does a tiger change his stripes? You know, the Westbrook loves to play a certain way. You know, can he alter his game to work in this situation? You know, I don't know.
But see, what people forget about Russ, I know you said Chris Paul, which is a great point. He can pass the ball, but Russ averages about 10 assists a game. People
Yeah, he
forget
do.
that part.
Yeah, yeah,
People
he
forget that.
does. Yeah, he
When you got
facilitate for
Well,
sure.
an AD to pass it to, that 10 turns to 14 quick. I mean, I'm just saying.
Like I say, I think he speeds. Like I say, I mean, with him getting rebounds and pressuring the ball, you know, it speeds up that game. So, I mean, because I think they play too relaxed. You know what I'm saying? It slows down the game, but this right here speeds you up. And like you say, hey, the alley hoops. You know what I'm saying? The AD, if he healthy,
I
say,
would say
man,
the last
all
thing, man.
LeBron,
Can you
all
imagine?
LeBron.
Can you imagine Russell Westbrook and Anthony Davis in a pick and roll? Just
Mm,
think about
mm,
that for a minute,
mm.
dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be interesting
Now I know he
for
ain't got
sure.
the shot, but look at the rebounds and assists. But we'll see. We'll just leave it at that. We'll see.
I think he's pretty decent in the mid range. It's the three ball that's
Mid
really
range,
the
yeah,
Without a doubt.
mid
problem.
range
I
is
agree.
crucial,
I agree.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, mid range crucial, though. He crucial in the mid range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, man, we didn't came to that time again, man. What did you learn today, Big A?
I mean, it's been a lot said, it's been a lot done. You know what I'm saying? Just, uh, I don't know. I'm pretty much out in the air with this one. I learned a lot today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? I learned that these gun laws need to tighten up a little bit. And Allen, like man, stop all this road rage, bro. You need to calm down, bro.
All right, yes,
For
sir.
sure. Well, I learned today that it's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman
mm.
Oh, girl.
Oh, good.
or a
Oh,
girl.
girl. Man, I learned today, man, you gotta just stop watching videos with when the Lil Nas X is in it.
Yeah, man.
That's for
Totally.
sure.
I
Yeah.
learned, man, and I'm gonna learn this. I learned that road rage is not the way to go.
Nah, it ain't.
It ain't a
It
good.
ain't the way to go.
It ain't a good look. You got to get home to your son.
Man,
Heard
that's
Dub say that. That's what got my attention. I got a son now. It's different.
Very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, you gotta leave them things
yeah,
alone, man. Well, man,
yeah, man.
you know, check us out on YouTube or the audio streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We appreciate anyone that listen. And anything y'all want to say before we get out of here?
Man, just good to see all you boys. There's a lot been going on in the world. Even when it's close to like in our own families, a whole lot been going on, man. So just everybody keep grinding, stay committed to what matters the most, man. And it's good, chop it up with you boys again.
For sure.
Uh,
For sure. Yeah. Shout out to the listeners, man, and like Dub said, it's good to get back, and hopefully we get back in our groove to keep recording every week. And man, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with us. We appreciate that, and we gonna sip slow. We gonna live fast.
Peace.